friends. In this video, we will be discussing how to make a graph from home. So this was part of your choice board from the UCPS packet weeks 3 and 4. And on the choice board it says, create a graph using items you find in your house. Your graph should have a title, a number scale, and at least 2 categories. And some examples that it gave were articles of clothing, maybe the number of t-shirts and the number of long sleeve shirts, or the different types of books on your bookshelves. So I decided, because we're in quarantine, and I think that while we may not be able to meet with our friends in person, I think it's still really important to keep in touch with them. Thankfully, we have technology to do that. So I texted 25 of my friends, sent some emails to a few, and I asked them what was their favorite movie category. So, I gave them the choice of choosing one of these movie categories. And then once I received their reply, I simply placed a tally in the category they chose. Once I had all of my tallies, I recorded the total amount of people for each category. So for example, comedy, I had 7 tally marks. 7 of my friends, their favorite movie category is comedy. And I did all of this again out of 25 of my friends. So you could easily do something similar. You could maybe even send letters to family members or phone calls, Zoom, meet with some friends or family and ask them, do a survey. That's what I did. I completed a survey. I surveyed my friends and asked them what their favorite movie category was. You can absolutely do something similar. So now that I have my data, I want to make a graph. So I'm going to take my data sheet. I'm still going to hold on to it. I'm just going to slip it to the side. And first thing I need to do is a title. So my title, I'm just going to use the same thing. Favorite. Oops, there we go. Movie category. Alright, and whenever we make a graph, I'm going to make a bar graph. So I'm going to draw my y-axis and my x-axis. And here I'm just going to label the different movie categories. I'm going to turn it sideways to make it a little bit easier. So comedy, horror, drama. Guys, the other night, Kinsley found this movie that she wanted to download from our one of our TV server things, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, this is cool. Guys, turns out this movie was terrifying. She loved it. I think I had some nightmares afterward. And then documentary. And science fiction. Okay, perfect. So now I have my categories listed across the bottom. I also need a label here. So I'm going to write movie, categories. And over here, I'm going to put my numbers. Now, I want to keep in mind, while I interviewed 25 of my friends, the highest number I have is 7. So if I were to label my graph from 1 to 25, my data is probably only going to be up to here. So to make my graph more visible, I'm actually probably just going to go to the number 8 because I did not have any friends over the number of 8 in the same category. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to space it out equally. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just add 9 to fill it in. And on the side, I'm also going to write a label. My label here, I'm going to write number of friends. So now I have both of my labels, my categories, and my title. My labels match my labels on my data sheet. So now I can start graphing. So first I'm going to look here at comedy. Comedy, it says I had 7 friends. So I'm going to go up to comedy and draw a bar. And I'm going to color comedy, let's say red. Okay. Same thing with horror. For horror, I had 3 friends. So I'm going to go up to 3 and fill in. I'll do this one a light green. Drama, 2 people. Let's go to my 2. Drama. And remember, when we are doing bar graphs, we're not going to leave spaces in between the bars. Romance, I had 3. Thriller, 6. I was hoping this would be a little bit of a darker green than this one. Documentary, I had 2, and science fiction, I had 2. So for both of these, I just fill them in. All right, there we go. So now I have my data sheet that I made after surveying my friends and the graph based off of my survey. I hope you guys enjoyed. I would love to hear if you decided to complete your own survey, or if you just decide to find some things in your house. Like again, the example, it said the number of short sleeve shirts you had versus the number of long sleeve shirts that you have. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.